Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team begins with an interview. It asks a bunch of questions, putting you in scenarios and asking you what you do in them, and based on those answers, has you play as the Pokémon it feels like you embody the most. After booting the game up and starting a new game, I made my way through the questions and excitedly watched as the game gave me my result. You may find it hard to go to the washroom at night. You may also find it too frightening to go back to school to get something you left behind in class. If you're ever walking on a dark street at night, you probably turn around often to check behind you. But your timid nature is also your good point, because those who know fear are those who know true courage. A timid person like you should be Cyndaquil? The timid type said. I wasn't expecting that. I had played this game before. I had answered these questions when I was younger, a few years back. Back then, I was overjoyed when I got Bulbasaur on my first try. My favorite Pokémon. Bulbasaur was the docile type, the game said. You are very kind-hearted, very helpful. You can make friends with anyone. You are a very wonderful person. Is that going overboard? I don't think so. You yourself should be the best judge of that. And I agree. I'd say myself from back then was quite docile. And it was quite an accurate assessment, even with the test's poor retest reliability. But why Cyndaquil? Why now? Maybe I'd just changed. Maybe my years in college had pulled me deeper into a metaphorical social crevice, making me more timid and shy. I wouldn't say I'm scared, really. I just prefer to keep to myself. Leave them to theirs and I'll keep to mine. I get uncomfortable when I venture out of the routines I'm used to, which I admit is very different from how outgoing I was back then. Looking at it that way, Cyndaquil makes a lot more sense. Am I not the docile, friendly person I was back then? I think I am. Again, the test isn't very reliable with retests, but I really do think it's interesting. I think it's important to take a step back once in a while to think about where you're at, where you've been, where you're going. I was honestly expecting to get Bulbasaur again when I took the test again this time, but I'm pleasantly surprised with Cyndaquil. Knowing that my more withdrawn lifestyle has made me more timid is kind of cool, and it's really made me think about how much I've grown and changed since then. Like, listen, I used to say that I wish I had 1,000,000 friends, and then, when I was old and wrinkly, I'd invite them all to spend time with me in a grand celebration of friendship and love. I used to dream that. Now, I pass on the annual department acquaintance parties because I don't need any more friends. Not to say that I don't need my friends anymore. I'm content. I'm content and happy with the ones I already have. I'm happy with my circle, and I don't need to expand it anymore. I don't feel the need. I don't need. I'm happy with my connections. I'm happy with where I am, the people around me. I think that's an interesting and beautiful thing, and I'm glad for the change. Bulbasaur is still my favorite Pokémon. I'm never going to turn my back on my day one, but right now, I'm a little bit of a Cyndaquil. And that's okay. I'm not going to blow fire out of my back anytime soon, but even just getting that little perspective of growth is nice. I appreciate where I've been. I'm happy where I am, and I'm a little more curious now where I'll be the next time we play Mystery Dungeon.